Round two. This hand's a little awkward, but it's gotta be a keep. Have Thoughtseize and Raid the Bones, and then potentially Doom Blast for late game, which is gonna be good in a bunch of matchups. It's definitely a hand that is vulnerable to certain things, though, like mono red or something. It's good Thoughtseize, but I'm willing to wait. There's not too much good stuff we can hit anyways here. And we can double Thoughtseize next turn if we're so inclined. Okay. He hits an Opulent Palace. Alright, this hand is pretty great against Sidisi. Alright, we even have Dune Blast to get rid of that Hornet Queen later down the road. I guess we're just taking his 2 4-drops and then casting Read the Bones next turn. Hopefully he doesn't draw anything too spicy, and then we're in a pretty good spot. Already dealt with 2 whips, which is basically the most problematic card. Alright, another Thoughtseize. I think we're just reading the bones though. Already took a lot of damage and we're taking more here. But the Thoughtseizes are great in this matchup, and damage hopefully won't matter too much. Alright, I guess we're keeping the Downfall. Could also bottom it. I think it's probably worth it to keep it. Alright, this is great. Could even be one of the rare scenarios where we actually untap some forests. Alright, well, he hit a whip. That's pretty much the worst case scenario. Can't Thoughtseize him, because if Hornet Queen's his only card, then he gets free Hornet Queen. Alright, Drown is something. Not sure if it's something good, but yeah, whip it there is pretty bad. Pretty much the worst case scenario for us. Still not in too bad of a spot thanks to this courser though. Alright, so he's getting a bunch of stuff. Hit soul, which is really bad. Probably just take out the wayfinder. And keep the drown for these zombies. So if we were to Nissa, we would essentially just be losing it, since he would whip back Sidisi and kill it. Probably just gonna go ahead and drown in sorrow. Or maybe just Hero's downfall to Sidisi if he whoops it back. Drowning here doesn't do much, especially if he's gonna just get more guys. I think I'll probably wait on it, even though, I mean, we're sort of in a tough spot no matter what we do, since the late game doesn't look good and there's basically no way we can win the short game. If we do find an utter end for the whip, and we can probably essentially overpower his soul. So could downfall that, which is probably what I want to do. Since it just creates a whole mess of problems, which I can't deal with right now. And the drown is good against the Hornet Queen. I think we're Nissaing. And I suppose we might as well bash face. Since Nissa does add up rather quickly. Even against a whip. This is alt, not really something we're looking to do since it only gets 2 guys right now. 2 basic lands. Let's see what he's got. If he whips, he could whip back Soul. Alright, he's got another queen coming up. Might have Murderous Cut here. Kill Nissa. Yep. Do I want Rhino or Courser? Probably Courser. We're still playing the get advantage game rather than the try and tempo him out game. Whip is very hard to race. And very hard to out card advantage. Alright, Hornet Queen incoming. Could really use an utter end. Might be worth it to even crack here. Probably, since downfall isn't really doing much anyways. Take the risk. Guess I mistapped there. Should have left up a green. Could also just Siege Rhino, since this only does 2 damage. Let's see, he's gonna whip back queen or hardcast queen. Just go for the Courser. Alright, Doom Blast not looking like it's going to be enough against multiple queens though. Alright, he goes for that one, which is good. We can Thoughtseize the second one. Guess we'll go ahead and do that. Kind of screwed though. And sure, go for an attack. Could downfall it, but then we just die. Soul still waiting. I think it's too late for us to come back now. Alright, well that's fine. Guess we got a Dune Blast. He's able to downfall our remaining Courser and then kill us with Soul though. So yeah. I guess that's our only line, is that he doesn't do it. Alright. Should be dead. Still dead. Not dead. That seems pretty good. Definitely take that. I mean, now we have an outside shot. So yeah, this is actually looking decent now. So he has downfall. I guess I'm just getting rid of this. Can soul back some stuff. Think I might as well attack for 2. If he draws whip. If he draws whip, he kills us, but it's probably worth the risk. Oh, I guess we dealt with 3 whips, which is the standard anyways. Looks like soul. Gets back some coursers and a wayfinder. I think he still has downfall, but not. Maybe I messed up and he doesn't. Okay, so DC coming up, that's not great. If we are able to Thoughtseize land Elspeth though, that should run away with the game. Can't really Wayfinder get rid of Sidisi. I mean, it's possible he needs to try and hit something like another downfall if he just has the one in hand and knows it's going to get Thoughtseized, and Sidisi isn't enough. If he has a second like Soul of Innistrad though, he might want to keep it on top. Alright, Siege Rhino's fine. Thoughtseize will probably get something downfalled here. Alright, do you just tap to take an extra damage? Okay, second downfall. That makes sense. Okay, so we're back to having a game since Elspeth can't really hold off all of this alone, but I do have Siege Rhino on top, so he needs to find something with his coursers, basically. That isn't it. Okay, whiffs. He's getting low on cards too, he's only got 18 left. Could potentially take two. Probably not worth it. Rhino comes to save the day. Now our shields are up pretty good here, so he needs to hit something. That isn't it. And Thoughtseize on top. Not bad. He might ram his dudes in sacrificially. Okay, interesting. So he has DC. Can just kill off these. Seems like probably the play. Still the end of combat. Okay. It's going for it. Still no second soul, so he might not have one. Alright, next turn is Elspeth Alt. If we're so inclined. Which we probably are, considering you shouldn't be running anything to deal with it like Boblight. Alright, got there. Sideboarding. Go into control mode here. Maybe even get rid of some rhinos. Whip is the big thing. Beyond that, there's Soul and Hornet Queen that we need to worry about. The Planeswalkers and the Wraths are sort of good against everything. And then a bunch of card draw. Absent Charm still gets DC. Back to Nature can get Whip. Also Coursers, including my own Coursers. Not really sure if I want more Nissas or more Elspeths. Or if I want something like Cut, Boblight, Ulcerate, Drown. Could cut Thoughtseizes, but they seem good. He has Ashiok, so Downfall seems good. Could shave a Downfall potentially. Probably just do it like this. Try and make sure he doesn't resolve something that kills me, and then win the game with a Planeswalker eventually. Okay. Not a very good hand. Hopefully he has an Ashiok. Keep the other end so we have a way to deal with Whip, which would otherwise just kill us. Okay. So DC isn't the worst here, especially if it whiffs. Okay. And Hostilities is actually a pretty sweet draw with how our hand is at the moment. Have a bunch of answers, so hopefully he doesn't have the right threats. Alright. Gets another opulent palace. Let's do that. Well, I kind of want both of those and I kind of don't want both of those. I actually think I'm going to bottom both of them, since the second other end doesn't do too much at the moment, and the land war waste isn't the type of land we want. Alright, that it seems like an upgrade to me. It's possible I should have kept the other end, or just kept them both, but read the bones is good basically no matter what you do. Alright, there's a whip. Hopefully he just slams a Hornet Queen here. Okay. I've got options. Don't really want to end hostilities. Not too excited about Elspeth either, but that might be the play. Sure. It's probably going to get disdainful stroked though. Okay, or Hero's Downfall. That worked out good though. And he didn't have a second whip, which is the most important thing. Okay, he just has nothing. And there's an other end. Guess we'll Courser. Seems good. Can't really attack. Looks like he is flooded. Didn't even murderous cut that. Okay, there's the downfall. I think I'm happy drawing another courser at this point. This backup. Don't really want to play it though. Back to nature. Get rid of you. It's a good swing. Yeah, probably willing to swing here. Lose a guy, but likely to end hostilities before that matters too much. If we have to end hostilities at all. Guess I maybe should have sacked this on my turn so we couldn't removal this in response, but I guess the information is also relevant. Alright, Doomwake Giant. That is also a card. Alright, this makes things easier. If he gets rid of this, I can end hostilities. Does leave me vulnerable to Hornet Queen though. He only has one card. I think we'll go for it. Ashiok is another concern. We do have Utter End. Maybe we should be playing around Hornet Queen at this point. I mean, I don't think he has it, but he could draw it. Hate giving up such sweet value like that though. Wrathing 3 things away. But these 2 things are basically irrelevant, so the hero's downfall does the job. Guess we can see what he takes, since these do the same thing right now. Actually, I guess could have utter-ended, so he doesn't have the option to whip that back. But probably the end hostilities is more important here. Another cut. So, could take that, go down to 3. Have Zone Charm puts me to 1, and then I Wrath. Don't have an answer to Hornet Queen yet. Or I downfall. Oh, I guess he's out of cards, so think I'll go for the value play then. Go down to 1. Make sure we're still able to cast it afterwards. I think I'll scry after, since I don't really need to cast anything this turn. Downfall hasn't been great. Alright, that sucks. Have to bottom it. Have a bunch of Thoughtseize too. And that'll kill me. Okay, fortunately it doesn't hit soul. Yes, that is good. Okay, perfect. Need him to whiff here though. Hornet Queen would end me. Go ahead and downfall since I'm going to be tapping out and attacking. Still have one basic left, it looks like. Read the Bones is actually live again though. And pretty dang good insurance for finding an out to a Hornet Queen. Looks like he has a cut. Guess he's used 3 already. I think that means I'm reading the Bones, since top deck whip doesn't even kill me, since we have downfall. I guess I should have sacked Windswept Heath in response. Whoops. Oh wait. Yeah, I should have. But the scry is pretty good at it too. Doing 8, so don't actually need Utter End, even against Whip. Don't really need those either. Never actually played a second Nissa to get an extra dude before. We're one shy of that being lethal. Alright, sweet. Got there. Our opponent had some pretty weak draws and made some errors in the first game. Not exactly what you'd call a good matchup. He was also, yeah, mana-footed this game, but Ebzen can beat this deck. It's not pretty though.